Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 here, and I'm here today to review a movie that was sent to me by Animego, and that is The Blind Menace. This movie was made in 1960, and this is the movie that inspired the movie Zatoichi, you know, the series of Zatoichi. This movie is about a blind man named Zatoichi, and he's a kid, right? At the beginning of the movie, he's a blind man. He's born blind. And he's born poor. He lives, you know, he kind of lives in the slums with his mom and dad. And the only way he makes money is by going out on the street with his best friend and playing around with people on the street, like trying to get money from them and like playing little tricks on them, like you know, he's blind, right? And he goes up to some random person on the street and says, "Excuse me, sir, could you read this letter my mom gave to me? You know, she gave this to me, you know, before I went off to school and stuff. Could you read it for me, please?" And the person reads it and says, you know, Zatoichi, or not Zatoichi, sorry. he said, you know, he reads the letter and he says, blah, blah, and here's, you know, $2 for your lunch today or whatever. But it's really, you know, it's really a rock inside. Really a rock inside the letter instead of cash. And then the kid goes, "May I have the money, please?" And the guy gives him the rock. He's like, "There's no money, it's just a rock." And the kid's just, you know, saying, "Well, there's money in there. The letter says there's money in there." And, you know, and he goes, "Thief! Thief!" He starts yelling out, "Thief!" So people in the surrounding area is like going, "What's going on here? Are you robbing a kid? Are you robbing this kid?" So finally the person on the street just has to, you know, pretty much, "Here, just take here's $2, get out of my face. Don't call me a thief, you know, I don't want to get into some crazy stuff going on, you know." And so he pretty much gets the money and then runs off with his friend going, "Hee hee hee." So pretty much he grows up conning people out of money and stuff. And when he grows up, he kind of keeps doing that, and he gets twisted up into this whole thing, and you have to find out what happens. I'm not going to ruin the ending. It's just pretty much him using people and tricking people and just getting drunk with power, you know? This movie, The Blind Menace, it was really cool. It's subtitled. There's no dubbed English on there, but watching dubbed in English sometimes gets really kind of annoying unless you're like really watching like a real chop-socky you know, movie where if it doesn't really matter, it's just like, "Oh, you stepped on my shoe, ha 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 ha," and they start fighting each other and stuff. But The Blind Menace is more of like a drama about a guy, you know, just drunk with power, you know, just figuring out, trying to use things to his advantage. Since he's blind, he's trying to, you know, figure out, okay, how could I do this? And, you know, he gets drunk with power. There's a lot of rape in this. There's a lot of rape going on in this, and this, you know, this guy is crazy, man. The Blind Menace is crazy. But yeah, man, this movie was actually pretty, you know, really good. And I just gotta say, man, it was really entertaining. It's a bit different than the usual samurai type kung fu movies I usually watch. But I found myself really thoroughly entertained. It's about, what, 90 minutes long? Yeah, about 91 minutes long. And if you're Japanese, you don't need to use the subtitles. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching my little review of The Blind Menace. And I'll see you guys next time.